Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome to American Defender. It's back. This is the Gforce Rapture X, and this is the work order for the Rapture X. And as you can see here, hopefully they replace the slide. All right, so got it back. I told y'all I'd let you know how my whole experience was sending this in with them. As far as Gforce goes, fantastic. Okay, fantastic. If you were ever curious if they were a legit company, absolutely they are. Okay, they got a very bright future ahead of them. Okay, they've been around for a while, but they were very prompt and accurate with their service and quick. Okay, this landed on their doorstep the 4th of February, and by the 10th of February, it was out the door and already in a box shipped to me. So there was a 6 days there, and in reality, it was 4 days because there was a weekend. Okay, so uh, you heard me say the whole process took a month. I started this whole process on January 12th, and by February 12th, it was back. The reason it took so long is because UPS decided to try to play politics with me. And that didn't work out for them because, well, I ended up sending in FedEx. I got done what I needed to get done. And then in the end, they still had to deliver the damn thing back to me. Their driver was 6.5 hours late, but I got it back. All right. So let's go ahead and rip into this thing, okay? The frame itself, nothing was really wrong with the frame. So let's take a look in here. All right. Of course, the slide itself was, of course, replaced as you saw there, and you can see there's no crack there now. All right. The guide rod, we had a little issue with the guide rod before where it was really loose, where I could sit here and do this and kind of jiggle it and tap it down, it would fall out. No, as you can see here, now even if I kind of forcefully brush my finger up on it, I have to physically push it to get it to come out. I learned that these guide rods are adjustable. Okay, so you have on the back right there, as you can see, you have a threaded hole right there. That allows you to adjust the length of this guide rod and adjust the tension on it. You don't want to go with a lot of adjustment on it, but it is a little bit adjustable. And they also do that so you can get this thing apart and change springs. All right, it's really nice. It's user friendly. The thing about it is when you get yours, there won't be any Loctite on this, and it can get loose while you're shooting it. And they do that on purpose, I surmise, I guess, because you're going to want to adjust it to you, and that means you are going to have to take it apart. All right, and it's a bear to put back together. I suggest an easy way. There is an actual tool that you can buy. It looks like a pair of pliers. I'm going to make one myself because I have to get in here and do a little something with this real quick. But it comes up. It's got a flat spot. Goes here. Got a little forked end on it that'll fit this guide rod here. All right, and you can squeeze it together, and what that does is it compresses all of this back together. All right, is what it does, and then it takes the pressure off of this nut, and you can spread it off or spin it off, put it back on, do whatever without straining your hands. I did it by hand. Okay, that's how I did it. I did it by hand, and I used these needle nose right here, like so. All right, and I used this as my surface to push against, and just kind of got it in there. And this is just the right size that on this pair of needle nose, when I close it, as you can see, it'll hold it, and so you can get it in there and get some tension on it, but it'll let it spin a little bit. Okay, so that's what I did. I ended up putting red Loctite on here. I don't suggest that. Okay, blue. Go with blue. I don't ever plan on taking it back apart. So if I ever need to change this again, I'll just go buy another guide rod. They're $20. All right. So the guide rod is all situated. Okay. But it's nice that they give you that ability to adjust things and really tune this gun. Excuse me, guys, my eyes itching. Normally it's my nose, now it's my eye. But it's nice that they give you that flexibility there to be able to adjust it to you. The more and more I learn about these little guns, the better, more and more of a value they really are. Okay. Um, so here's our slide. Now you might see a little silver spot right there. Upon initial inspection, when I first took this apart, I did find a burr there, so I addressed it. I dressed it down. Okay, that's all I did. And that burr just happens to be in the same place where the crack started. So I took care of it before it presented a problem, if it was going to. Excuse me. All right, so looking at all of this, everything else looks good. I can tell they fired it. They said they would fire it, and you can see there the brass on it. So they fired it. Absolutely, they fired it. The striker feels good in its channel. Like I said, it came back to me dry, so I had to oil it because, you know, everybody has their favorite oil. All in all, it looks good. It looks really good. I was going to go through and measure all of this stuff, but I'm not going to. There's really no reason for that. My front sight, I did learn on this particular slide. You can see me wiggling it. I don't know if you guys can pick that up, but it's loose. I'm going to make a 1,000th or 2,000th shim and put it under that front sight to kind of lock it in. I've had that happen on actual Gen 5 Glocks too, where that front sight's just a little bit loose. So it's not a big deal. All right. Not a big deal. Let's get the guide rod, put it back in. This guide rod, this is the same guide rod, by the way. All right. They just changed the slide. The barrel and all the internals and everything are the same ones that I had before. All right. So they literally just did the slide. They didn't do a whole top end. At least from what I'm reading right here, it just says replace slide. Okay. It doesn't say slide assembly. It says slide. All right. So that all went back together good. Let's see how she slides back on. I had some difficulty last time with the last slide, and this one seems to just kind of go back on. All right. So everything seems to be ship shape. All right. So from here, what we will do is I will take it out. I'll run 150 rounds through it. Almost said 150,000. I wish I could sit down and run 150,000 rounds through a gun in a day. Wish I could afford that. But I can't, and most of you can't either. Okay, so 150 is just going to have to do. I'll run that through it without the red dot on it, and kind of break it in and everything. And then I'll put my red dot back on it, and I'll run 150 more and just run it like that from here forward, because that's how this gun, you know, is going to be carried and used. And see if anything happens. And if it does happen, then I'll let Gforce know, and I'll let you guys know. Okay. But I will, when we go to do that total of a 300 round test, we will videotape it when I decide to go do that. Probably won't happen for a week or two. So any which way, there it is. Got it back. I'm very happy with their customer service. If you were ever curious, are they a legit company? Absolutely they are. 100% they are. Okay. So with that in mind now, and having dealt with them, if you were considering buying one of these, I would say you're okay. Okay. I would say that go for it, right? Especially for $279, because I mean everything you're getting here, you're getting basically a Gen 5 Glock. Basically, is what you're getting, minus the ambidextrous slide release. But you're getting the forward serrations, the rearward serrations. You're getting an RMR cut on it. You're getting the raised sights, the fiber optic. You're getting a match grade barrel, a match grade trigger, an aluminum trigger with an aluminum safety on it. You're getting an adjustable guide rod that is stainless steel. You're getting the frame with the straight back on it with exchangeable back straps, good stippling, 16 round mags with aluminum base plates. You know, if you were to go and try to piece a Glock together like this, you'd be way over $279. Okay. Or if you were trying to go buy just a Glock 26 Gen 4, Gen 5, even just go buy a Gen 4 Glock and just have the machining done on the slide, you're way over it. So this right here is, if you're looking for a Glock 26 and you want something that's all fancy dancy and quote unquote raced out, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. It gives you everything, all the features that most of these people are doing. They look good, they feel good, they shoot good, they are accurate. All right. And I suggest them. I do. Knowing that the company does back their product, I have no problem with them. So with that, thank you for watching, and look forward to seeing you guys here in the future. My video on the 15-year-long test on these polymer striker-fired pistols is coming. And I'm going to be divulging something I've been doing in the background for 15 years. And that is testing out all of these polymer pistols, striker fired only. We're not going to go into hammer fired. We're going to talk about the winner, and it might not be who you think it is. I asked about this on a community page, and a lot of you think it's going to be Glock. A lot of you think it's going to be SIG. Some of you think it's going to be a Springfield, and some of you think it's going to be Smith & Wesson. I'll tell you what, it's one of the four. All right, it's one of the four, but it might not be who you think it is. All right. This is a 15-year-long test over multiple generations, multiple calibers, testing multiple examples of same caliber model, different sizes, different models, it's a very unbiased video. All right, I did it in a very unbiased manner. So with that, thank you for watching. God bless you. Take a kid fishing. Take a kid shooting. And I will see you on the flip. Bye now.